Alright, I'm finally back. Holy shit, that was louder than I thought it was gonna be. Woo! Where's my controller? There it is. Alright. Give me 1 second, I gotta make sure to check the audio. See if it's actually good. What's this? Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Oh, I must have turned off the screen on my TV. Give me a sec. Because this TV has a feature where you can turn off the screen and keep the audio on. It's like a screensaver, basically. Is what it is. But yeah, it's where the hell's the damn option for turning it back on? Jesus. Alright, there, I think I found it. Alright, cool. There it is. That didn't interfere with the audio going through to my Streamlabs or whatever. Yeah, that fits. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and transition back over. Where's the button? There it is. Alright. Let's get on with it. Blum, 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 blum. Oh shit! There we go. That's a motherfucking warrior of light right there. Holy shit, this armor is better looking than I thought it was gonna be. It's too bad in my stream, the capture card or whatever, like, I gotta get a higher quality one because it's like, for you guys, it's probably a little blurry. I looked back at some of the streams and I was like, damn. That's amazing. Hold on, it's missing a piece though. We wouldn't have been able to see the cape with the other piece on, but yeah, I forgot the shield. There we go. Now let's see what it looks like. Yeah, the shield, the cape would have been covered up. Happy accident. Holy Jesus, dude, this armor is amazing. Got the crown and everything. I gotta say, the lighting in hotel rooms, no matter what, is always never optimal for for getting like your character to look good in the lighting. It's just you always have to like fumble around to find the right spot. Try this. Oh snap! Hell yeah! Goddamn, that looks fucking good. It shines so much. It's literally a knight in shining armor. The sword, oh my god. They definitely saved the best design for last. For Paladin. Jesus Christ. That's incredible. I remember when I first saw, like, you know, when I first started playing the game and saw the trailer for Realm Reborn and everything, and then 1.0 as well, I was kind of like, you know, the Gladiator / Paladin seems like the most basic, iconic class you'd think they would start you with. But like the guy in the trailer, basically. But he starts off as an archer and then he goes warrior. I was like, and I've heard that Paladin was like the easiest tank class and all this stuff, so it's like the introductory class for tanks. I was kind of like wondering why they never used it in the trailer. And then when Endwalker came out, I was like, that makes sense, they were saving it for the end. So that the Warrior of Light would actually like look and live up to the name as much as possible for the final trailer, for the final game, you know? The final expansion. I'm curious to see what the main job class for the next one will be now, because now they're like, oh shit, well we were gonna end the game, but the game's too popular, we can keep going. And we gotta write some new stories and make up some new shit. They're like, what do we do? So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with the next trailer, but goddamn, this is amazing. Get the hell out of here. Dude, it looks like in different lighting in other places. The sound of chainmail and shit. Whew. Let's see what Tataru thinks of our new look, courtesy of her and Barsaruda. Hard to say name. Tataru? Friends gathered. Though delighted by your patronage, Tataru is ready to send you on your way. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself, and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldessian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Cryle first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. True. Alright. Literally a white knight. My new favorite paladin glam, obviously. I was looks like he raided my wardrobe and took my old outfit. Modified it. You're back! I take it you received your gift from Tataru? Yep, I'm wearing it right now. It was a surprise long in the making, with many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized and with great success. If you're looking for the others though, they've already taken their leave. Yustola, Thancred, and Uyanja have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Nuenon. As for Alfino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Leviure estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. Oh, hell yeah, we gotta see what's up. Oh, he's got the full classic Dragoon gear that I showed the other day. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you have a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Yustola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Okay. Anything else? I have a few matters to attend to myself before you and the others depart for Ultima Thule. But rest assured, Tataru and I will keep everything in order while you're away. Take it easy, Cryle. Hey! I didn't even think I'd find these guys here. Omega? Blip blip. The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring up into the sky, searching for something. Alpha? Claire! Alpha seems distracted by something off in the distant heavens. I cannot help but wonder what he senses out in the sea of stars. The green stars. Shouldn't one of those be like Midgard Stormers or something? Looked very green when we saw a simulacrum of it. Try as she might, Tataru had no chance of standing between you and a hearty meal. Don't worry, we saved some for you. Excellent, because I literally just ate food in real life. Uber Danger? Uyanja? Hast thou perchance had opportunity to partake of the rainbow pudding? He doesn't know, Pipile. Owing to its striking flavor and somewhat garish appearance, 'tis quite popular indeed. Or, 'tis quite popular, indeed so popular that the last stand's stock hath been entirely exhausted. I should hope, at the very least, Puddingway did sup upon this most delectable of desserts. Oh, I helped him. I made sure he did. Help them with little side quests so we could do it. See, I love how the side quests actually tie into the MSQ a little bit more, too. Alright, I guess I should just sit here and join him. I like how he always gets up sideways with the table's too close. Leon, come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please, have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. There. Now I'm actually sitting there.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
Yeah, I got new clothes.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
She still has gestures right now.
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Her little poses just now is, for some people, is gonna be...
Feels
it's
like a
hella
lifetime
flirty.
ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
That's how it always goes, milady.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
"42. The meaning of life."
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
From Infilia and Reen. Make sure you bring up ammunition. We'll get through this. Together. Too cheesy for you?
It feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone.
I was just thinking about that, yeah, Freet.
We've both changed much since then, have we not?
He's already getting wasted, isn't he?
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
I'm kind of ashamed that it takes that to unite people sometimes.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change.
Gotta look at the bright side, yeah. Stay positive.
With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
She's eyeing retirement.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Probably something similar to Bankred. Continue my adventures and just help people in need like I always have.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
I like that they let you think about your answer, though. Didn't have to answer right away. A toast then.
To victory.
Amen.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
No booze, so I had to use water. Dude, Orion's just throwing him back. Holy shit. And this is too wholesome. Everything happening right now is just, it's too much. Oh yeah, even if you get up quickly, it does that. There is enough room, but... You can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. Of course. I'd like to think I give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with the occasional assist from a consummate nodder. Me? But it's all in good fun. I wouldn't have it any other way. I say, Leon, whence came this simulacrum that standeth beside me? The hell are you talking about? There's no one next to me. I see falsely? But your soul and Tancred but moments ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Oh my god. Alright then, keep thy secrets. Orion's just turning into an angry drunk. Shit. Stolov? Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Urianger. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well. If you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Of course. We will remain here a while longer. At the very least, until Urianger finds his legs again. That's funny. Who first? Bookworms or... Oh, I'm saving Alfino and Alize for last for sure. Especially because Estinian's gonna be there. That's gonna be some good shit. So Thancred's gonna do basically what I do. He's gonna go be an adventurer and become a bodyguard for hire as a gunbreaker, right? And he's gonna have his sidekick Urianger with him. Oh, right, it was just Alfino and Estinian that went over there then, I guess. Oh, he's out. Excuse me? Alize, you alright? Did she asleep too? You try speaking with Alize, but she's fast asleep. That's cute. They fell asleep reading books together. This is a wide people happy moment.
Oh,
Leon decided to join them by what, meditating?
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love, you deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait! What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word. You bastard! I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
Oh my god!
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Just enjoying a little peace and quiet.
Wait till you see the... No.
It's my little secret. That was cute. I like how you still remember the promise you made to Runar, though. Seems the feeling was mutual, eh? If nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. That's enough reading for one day. As we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat. I'm absolutely famished. What about you? I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on my way back. Gods, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next, that's how it happens. I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training. But not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Alright, Alice. Looks like they're just starting... Yep. They're just starting their Endwalker adventure. They got one hell of a journey ahead of them. I can now attest to that. What? Surely this isn't the first time you've seen me without my armor. Meanwhile, I got mine on. Great. And no, it's not. I remember the blue shirt he was wearing when he came to my room. Alfino? This is gonna be some good shit. If Justinian gets to meet, you know, Alfino's mom,
Oh,
gonna be some good shit.
what brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Oh, hell yeah, here we go.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
Oh, we missed it. It already happened.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
Gotta get everything off your bucket list, yeah.
That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today.
Important lesson. Can't be stressed enough.
After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
Meanwhile, Estinian's like,
You bastard! I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
"How's that? I thank you both as well."
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidelin meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Family, as Vin Diesel would say. Cue the Fast and Furious music or whatever. Wow, the perfect timing for the sun to come up. Almost felt like it went with the scene, but it was not intentional. Just because of the time of day. Gentlemen, A few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlian after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? Alpha and Omega. All that remains is to return to the Annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alfino has maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his too. Yeah. Welcome back, Leon. Return to catch a final few weeks before embarking on your mission, I presume? Yeah, I guess so, even though it's 6 in the morning. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Before the final day, yeah. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Oh, nice. I actually get to see what everybody else is doing, I'm guessing. Yeah, I figured it was probably gonna be him. I guess that makes sense.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Told you to remember her words.
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
And thus it dawns, the day of reckoning. Big ass deep breath.
How often have we thus assembled?
We're the Avengers.
To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all. The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmazane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph.
There is no other option.
What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Good, Katara. Tiny ass little hands. Unto the heavens. Sunjika is ready to send you off with a smile. Yeah, I guess it's about that time, huh? Alright, let's do it. I suppose this is where we part ways. For now, at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Gallic Valdesian will suffice? Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Take to consider as you venture onto the Sea of Stars. The others are already off to Thalmazane. Let's not keep them waiting, eh? Of course. The ladies? The other one already went into a room, but... Too slow for that. But oh well. Alright, I guess I should just... teleport, yeah. I'm getting nervous. Not yet. Oh, that was the wrong. I meant to do this. Ah, Master Leon, I've been made aware of your coming. Please use the lift here. Starting to feel a little too real here. Oh my god. Oh, Crimson, of course. Milady? Oh my god, I have so many people to talk to. Thanks for coming to see me off. I appreciate it. Chocolate milk. The Dragoon armor too. Thanks. So this is the ship that will bear us until Ultima Thule. Yeah, looking up at it, it's just... It's like getting ready to get on a very scary or suspenseful ride or something at a theme park. It's just... But even Wolfson and Bluevidas should be in attendance is most unexpected, but I am nonetheless heartened by their presence. You don't have a hangover, right? For so many to see us off like this seems wholly unnecessary. Still, I'll not begrudge them for wishing us well. Yeah, exactly, dude. This is the pinnacle of aetherochemistry, a synthesis of modern innovation and the ancient wisdom of Alag. The Ark's engine appears to be capable of processing condensed ether in quantities I never thought possible. Excuse me? I wasn't expecting quite so many people to be seeing us off. Well, they're all counting on us, literally. They said work on the Ark is finished, but you certainly wouldn't know by looking at it. It was all on the inside, that's fine. I'll send word to the Alliance leaders the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering for you every step of the way. So that's why we got to meet with them in the role quests. So I was right about the whole... Maybe they put their little storylines for this expansion in the role quests because they didn't have room for it in MSQ. That makes sense. Yeah, we already said our... We already had our little meetings with all the... You know, the leaders of Eorzea or whatever. And everywhere else. Quite the turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event? Right? Let us hear what Father has to say. I gotta say farewell to everybody else first. Alpha Omega! Look up! A miniature model of Omega appears to be staring intently at the Ark. What? Back what? Alpha appears to be trying to cheer you on. Who's this? Everilda? Oh yes, I know you. Your reputation... Excuse me. And the rumor mill precedes you. At any rate, how might I help you? What do you do here? I am a researcher and have long since been involved in the Ark's construction. I confess I am conflicted about the culmination of all our efforts. While I am proud of what we have accomplished, it also means that the final days are close at hand. What kind of place is this? The facility in which you now stand could be considered the very heart of Labyrinthos. The construction of the Ethereal Observation Facility, the Aethoscope, allowed us direct contact with Heidelin, granting us eyes to see the truth. It is that event which inspired us to name this location Thaumazeyn. When plans for the Ark were set in motion, a dockyard was erected here to facilitate its development. Such information, of course, was kept secret, privy only to those with direct knowledge of the project. course. Alright. Barshan? Man is said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture unto the greatest of unknowns. I say to you, son of man, that you need not fear. So long as man shares the bond with dragonkind, so too he share our kinship with the heavens, and our ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I like that. I pray you go forth and prove this bond of ours, tempered and tested, shall endure unbroken for 1,000,000 years. First the great exodus, and now this. Leaves us no end to our work. In truth, more than a few gleaners were distressed to learn that their earlier efforts were for nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that the new plan was for the best, I can tell you that. I can't tell you every man believes this is the wisest course, but I can say that all will be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom. And if you don't, well, at least you won't get the earful I certainly will. Because I won't be coming back alive, right? We'll be the first ones to go. Where did I hear that before? I think it was actually an astronaut movie. I think. It's troubling enough that the brute Sicard left without warning, leaving me to carry all those cumbersome containers, but that he failed to be present to send you off is absurd. What could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? Good question. I see Colton and Hoary Boulder. Where's Aenor and her sister, though? Guess we don't get to see the Coomers one last time. Well, the Coomer. It is no easy thing to say, leave the star to us. But we must and we will. As proud members of the Scions, we have a duty to uphold. And we need to do so alone. Those dark days when we were driven from the rising stones and hunted as traitors are a thing of the past. We have allies in abundance now. Which is to say, you needn't worry about us. Go forth in the knowledge that the Scions will labor without rest in your absence. Nidana? Mistress Kyle tells me your investigation into my theories on Akasha and its relation to the final days has made clear the source of our world. I am elated to know my work was of some benefit, but I could not have shared it had you not rescued me from the tower that day. I yet owe you a great debt, one I may never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless, not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor, small though the effect may be. Yes, so long as we have hope, there is a chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity. Indeed. Though our fellow Scions couldn't be here, they wanted me to tell you that no matter what calamity may befall us, they will never give up, and neither should you. Right on. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it may seem, your light will shine and endure. I like that. We were quite fortunate the Loporid's hyperhopper was based on principles similar to those of etherology. Integrating it with the Ark's existing systems might well have been impossible otherwise. Thank God. We may have Charlene's wealth of knowledge at our disposal, but theirs is technology far beyond anything we have ever studied. You are familiar with teleportation magic, yes? The momentary conversion of the body into ether, that it may travel via the life stream from one physical point to another, right? Excuse me? Their hyperhopper enables transport through a similar method, but not one involving the life stream. Rather, it utilizes highly condensed ether to create an ethereal current of its own. This current is exponentially faster and more powerful than the naturally occurring ones to which we are accustomed. So much so, in fact, that ethereal conversion of the physical form is not a prerequisite for traversal. Oh man, this is gonna feel weird. If you're concerned about side effects, you read my mind, such as ethereal sickness, you needn't be. You should emerge at your destination hale and whole. In theory. At the very least, I can assure you it is safer than the experimental aetherites you used to reach Ratatan. Please don't remind me of that. That shit was all bad. Moonbrita has been on my mind more often of late. How different her life might have been if not for our research into teleportation magics. Perhaps she would never have gained an interest in etherological studies. But to abandon our work out of misplaced guilt for who she could have been would be a disservice to the memory of who she was. Nay, it was because of her that we found the resolve to carry on, and now we stand at the edge of a new frontier, with a ship ready to bear you into the distant stars and beyond. This arc is as much her accomplishment as it is ours. I regret nothing. And you are absolutely 100% correct about that. The arc is missing one last, but very crucial, component before we are ready to take off. should be arriving shortly. Okay, what did I miss a portion of? Ladies and gentlemen, this music, when it's on the world map showing where we're going. I remember it from Stormblood. Alpha! Oh my god, what if...
All present and accounted for? Good.
I was gonna say, what if...
As you will have heard,
Never mind.
the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder.
Oh my god.
But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a Garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Ah, don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels.
Let's say, what if we're heading towards his home planet and it was taken over by Meteon?
And
Omega's
as they
home
say,
planet.
Necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Of course.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The Starship Ragnarok.
Of course. It all comes full circle.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Oh, shit! Now everyone's here.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. we convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loperids are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loperit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Yes, I like that.
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Wow. Leon's like...
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Take notes, Garlemald. Yeah, exactly.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Oh, I can't wait to see what they look like. It's gonna be amazing.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment?
Sure.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
That's genius.
There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Don't worry, we won't leave Bruce Willis behind this time. We're all coming home from this.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
Super cute.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Oh man, this is amazing. Everybody's coming through. Ameliance will not be joining us, I'm afraid. She could not bear to watch our children embark on so perilous a mission. Make no mistake, I feel the same. I cannot tell you how many times I had to step away from my duties, so distracted by thoughts of all the ways it could go wrong. Even now, a part of me wants to drag them away and forbid... well, not that they would listen. So I will see them off with pride in my heart and a prayer on my lips. For my children and for this star they love so dearly, you must prevail. Goddamn right we will. Did they all say something new again now? Oh god, here we go again. Nope, okay, thank god. I was like, there's too many people to talk to again. What about you guys? Okay, they changed this shit. A Ragnarok. And thus does grandfather's legacy live on. We mustn't waste any more time. Let us board and set out to Ultima Thule. Yes. Mother, father, grandfather, we will save this star and return home. I promise. God, Louis Swall would be so proud right now. I'll send word to the Alliance leaders the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Quite the turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event, so she didn't change her shit. Not everyone did. Venturing quite literally into the unknown. We have to be ready for anything. As I said before, whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. Primal summoning, as it was intended. I never dared to consider they could be invoked without the danger of tempering. Change has come quickly to this star, and greater change yet awaits in the days to come. All the more reason we must not fail. Yeah, otherwise it won't happen. I'd rather not spend any longer mulling over strategy. None of us are strangers to despair. If that is the source of her power, we are ready for it. I wouldn't take it lightly, but... yeah, as ready as we'll ever be, I guess. I am most grateful Wolfson and Bluevita have devised a contingency should the need to flee arise, though I pray shall not. We must needs strive for victory to the last, that Atheris and her people survive and that her champions return home. Without exception. Indeed. So, the stage is set. I can but hope we are prepared to play our parts when we arrive on Ultima Thule. Taking a book out of... Hermes' fucking quote from the trailer, right? The key, I suspect, may lie with taking a piece out of it. A book. Jesus. No, that's too much. The key, I suspect, may lie with Heidelin's parting message to us. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goes one, so goes the other. Knowing Medion wields the power of despair, we must bring to bear hope in equal measure. Yeah. Reminds me of, something Emmett Self says in the trailer, right? Wielding blades of dark and light, foretelling the coming of the ends or something like that. I'll have to remember to thank Tatara for her timely provisions of food and drink. Poor Wedge would have long since given up from exhaustion otherwise. But now the rest is up to you. Come back safe, alright? You haven't forgotten anything, have you? No repairs or commissions? A delivery from retainers, perhaps? No? Well, if there's nothing else, have a safe journey. They remind you, they're like, you better be ready to go. The Ragnarok is a collaborative effort in every sense. A culmination of knowledge from the world's greatest minds, both past and present. Without question, the greatest ship ever built. No shit, it's the first spaceship we've ever made. The world cannot end now, not when we but scratch the surface of the Loporrit's technological know-how. So run along now, do what it is you vaunted heroes do best. The world shall tremble before my genius soon enough, assuming you're able to prevent its destruction, that is. Don't worry, Nero, I'll do what I can. Any last words from you? Nope. I can only imagine that's why they're staring up at the sky last night. One last toast. Thank you again for seeing me off. I appreciate it. Alright, if you'll excuse me, I shall be on my way now. Whew. Alright. Let's go. Jesus, is this what astronauts feel when they're about to go into outer space? If you would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play. No shit. You think I didn't expect that? Oh my god. I can't believe I hit the button! I just saw in my chat log, you discover a new location. I won't know what it looks like until this is over though. Of course, the sleeping way over here. Like, get the fuck up!
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
Shit, here we go, man.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Reminiscent of FF7? Alright. Oh, come on. Why they gotta make me choose between me and her Alfie now? Fuck! Well, that's why New Game Plus is a thing. I'll do it. Alright, everyone. Let's move out! There we go. I woke you up.
Engage!
Yes, I was remembering the end of FF7. When Cloud's like, let's mosey! And then just like that little bunny, Sid is like, come on, why do you gotta say like a fucking pansy again or something? I can forget what he's like, a wuss. No, can't you say it with more feeling, like, let's move out? And then Cloud's like, alright then, move out! That was exactly what that was referencing right there. That was great. Oh, hell yes. Even King Maldomog, hell yeah.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
Nice choice of words. Not just to thrust, he says. To Garuda of all places. Are you serious?
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Even the primals we conquered showed up to help. Literally fucking everyone. And this is hyperspace. Millions of light years an hour. Probably billions.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
Look, it's Matoya's voice actress.
Alright, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Hydaelyn believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
Are
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
Why do we not have chairs?
What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment. Greetings.
She found us.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Meteon. Yeah.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. suffocated and extinguished now.
Dynamis is overpowering the ether in here. Jesus Christ.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life can thrive.
By the Fury. Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Shit.
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all readings are within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Final chapter of this star. You know, listening to that narration, I can't tell the difference between their voices too well, but I think that might have actually been Pistolobeus who's been narrating this entire time. Not him itself. It sounded more like Pistolobeus. Oh, because it's in the Sea of Stars, right? So... So we finally made it. This is, we made it to Ultima Thule. No, not you, damn it! I had to do it one more time for old time's sake. We're reaching the end of the marathon, I had to. Alright. Let's get on with it. I thought there would be something like that here. I bet you can't explore the inside of the ship then. Obsidian? There is a dizzying, disorienting feeling about this place. As if I could lose my footing at any moment. We must be careful. So again, something makes me feel like either this is Omega's homeworld, now destroyed, or it's Midgard's Hormers, because of all the green smoke everywhere, like we saw in that raid during the Omega series. Didst thou witness what became of Thancred? So quickly was I overcome by Meteon's malevolence that I saw naught of their altercation. I missed it at the last second too. It's so dark. I can barely see anything. That's outer space for you. If Meteon should strike again with such overwhelming force, I honestly don't know how we are to oppose her. We were clearly no match for Meteon, yet we survived unscathed. But how? It is as Livingway said. I can breathe well enough, but something about this place feels... wrong. I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surrounds, but I'm ready to provision a note in case of emergency. Provisions. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Excuse me. Thought that one come, but I tried to finish the sentence. Don't hesitate to make the most of the provisions, Ned. There's no telling what you might run into out there, or if anything we have to offer might help. But I'd personally rather brave the unknown with a full pack than an empty one. Yeah. A strange new world. All messed up. Alpha. We're unfortunate this place can we're fortunate, excuse me, this place can support life. Albeit barely, I suspect, given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. We must find Tancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. Seems as good a direction as any. Right. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Okay. Motherfuckers, of course. One more time, I guess. Oh wait, hold on, that's right. I was waiting for the right time for this. Too much happened though. I forgot. I guess now's a more appropriate time won't be found. So there we go. A horse to match the armor, right? Too bad he won't be able to fly for a while yet. Nope. Not for a little bit. Whew. Oh yeah, the description. Arion. Legends speak of a majestic and unwaveringly loyal horse who would never fail to deliver its master from peril. Such myths were founded in fact, as a divine steed has descended from the heavens to seek one possessed of a true and virtuous heart, with whom I may right the wrongs of the world. And it does have, like, basically the same sort of dressing that the cape is made of for the paladin gear. Perfect. I do like that we saw Emetzel using, what's it called? Ostrakon Deca Octo? We saw him use Grani. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, this is Midgard Tormur's world. Man, he traveled this far. Yeah, see, that reminds me of the trial against Midgard Tormur and Omega's series or whatever. The green smoke there. I see no one else in this barren waste. Do you? And why do I feel like we're not alone? Like there's another presence with us. Something dark and mournful. What was this, I wonder? There is a structure here in front of me, yes? A tower of some sort, partially melted? In a strange twist of fate, it seems our perception of this place is not so different as it would be elsewhere. The world as I used to see it feels as though I am dreaming while awake. It is more than the faded memory Meteon led us to believe. It's so hard to see, it's so dark. Oh man. These remains have long since turned to ash, and yet they retain their form. Ruins. But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. These look like the platforms we stood on during the Omega raids, actually. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceived of them. Having said that, I swear I have seen this pattern before. Yeah, it's the same pattern, the same type of pattern you see on Omega. The front of his face, if you want to call it that. Did they both come from the same world then? Hey, Deathwing Duck! Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening. Let's go check out what's over there. Fuck you. Oh, that's where this fool is. I was like, we're missing somebody. I had the feeling, I just didn't know who. Northeast. Oh, not even on this platform. I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings. A poor decision in hindsight. Is that a city over there? Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Have care should you decide to climb higher. Were you to fall, you might well tumble through the great expanse for all eternity. Oh, Jesus. That is... Yeah, that's actually pretty fucking... Can you? No. I was like, I've never let you before. They still don't. Were you able to find anything? Not a goddamn thing. As I feared. And still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see. Which, unfortunately, isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone, or something, is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. It's gotta be her. I felt it too when I was near that thing. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. What? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Even she can't see it? Agreed. We've found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there, then. Leon, a word before we join the others. If your Stola can't see it, they're not made of ether, then. They're probably just like the blasphemies, honestly. Just negative emotions. Damn, that's some quick attacks. 2 back to back. Jesus. Simeon? What's up, dude? You see them too, don't you? The dragons. Thank God I'm not alone. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard-Stormer and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? Ancestors. Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? If Omega didn't have its memory damage, we might have had a better clue. Fortunately, Omega might have had something to do with it. At first, anyway. That's one fucked up Aetheryte. They really don't want you to feel safe, do they? It's supposedly a sanctuary, but it doesn't look like one at all. Jesus Christ, that is kind of disturbing to look at. Look there. Are those ghosts, do you think? My sight may have been restored after a fashion, but I fear what I see cannot be trusted. It's as if Meteon herself has etched these images upon my heart. I doubt not that such a feat is within her power, given that she constructed this sanctuary herself. Surely mine eyes deceive me. This cannot be possible. Dragons. It is true they are not of our world, but to find them in a prison of despair. It seems these dragons have yet to succumb completely to the darkness of this place, meaning the others should see them as well. Seems like it.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here, and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch, walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
He can't really be gone, can he? Meteion herself said his soul persists, that he is the reason we are still breathing. If so, then maybe... Yeah, I know, I'm holding on to that hope too, Alex. My aim was true. I had her. How are we to defeat an enemy we can't attack? We're gonna have to use our emotions, it seems, more than anything. Fighting fire with fire and all that seems the only way forward. I understand now why the Lockharts were surprised to find that this environment could sustain life. There but for Thancred's sacrifice. His will was strong enough to reshape Ultima Thule that we might survive. That I might see again. His sacrifice must not be wasted. Did her eyes change because of that? No. It's hard to believe Thancred was able to overcome Meteion's will. Yet here we are. Would that the price for his victory had not been so high. But it gives us a pretty large clue on how to defeat her. We have to make sure our emotions are stronger than hers. I'm guessing it's going to be something like that. Unburdened uwu wings. I had to. It looks like the colon 3 face, man. Like the kitty emoji. Unburdened wings. Soul without body. A form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. Yeah, we did. Well, you guys did, not me. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Me too. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Meteion. Estinian, Leon, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteion said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Right. Yeah, even the quest log ain't working right. The quest titles, they're all fucked up. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee. Alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march on to oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. I pray thee leave us to our silence. To break it serves only to mark time's passage. We shall not suffer reminders of its flow. Why did she choose here to make her nest? Of all the worlds, I guess it was just because it was the furthest away. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost. So glorious, so beautiful. What does that remind me of? We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love, before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. Omega's fellow robots, I guess? A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. So this is the planet Medion told us about, where they all lived in peace without war, and then they were conquered. I forgot what it was called though. She named all of them when she gave her report to Hermes and everyone else at the end of that dungeon in Elpis. This is the planet where she said they were conquered when they lived in peace, and then, you know, they got invaded and taken over. Damn, to think that long ago is when it happened? It goes to show the distance between this place and our planet. It took that long for Midgardsormr to find what we now call the source, Aetheris. Jesus. Thou wouldst bid me speak? Fallen. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Am Null, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will. I shall remain. God, the music here is perfect. It's so sad and depressing as it should be. But it's also very surreal sounding, I guess? Like, almost like you're dreaming, kind of. Yeah, it almost sounds as if you might be dreaming or something. Like, it's not, like, you can't really believe if it's real or not. Like, you don't know what to believe, basically. Exactly what our characters are experiencing right now. The music captures that emotion, like, perfectly. Oh, this is the nest of dragon eggs, the cradle or whatever, right? They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar on Aetheris. We all have. Midgardsormr's kind must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. This is the place, man! Vitra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Shattered dragon egg. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. This one didn't even make it that far. A murky liquid has pooled inside this eggshell. The noxious filter is indicative of contamination. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Underdeveloped. This one looks like it fully hatched. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonets within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonet was indeed hatched, there is no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains. Level cheater? Yeah, looks just like Omega's little trinkets. His were called level checkers, right? Malformed dragonet. Oh, are you serious?
I got poison!
The boisterous howling has been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Everything all right? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. Yeah, the one that hatched, I think. Ah, I see what happened. What's happened here? Was that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure. A testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. To the long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. A futile effort. In purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds. But our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerged, as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs, The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. Yeah. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek light, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. The law of the jungle, as they say, right? Survival of the fittest and all that. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. But they've chosen death, literally. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering. Still a stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. What was it all for? Like, they just came and killed them all just for the same reason that Omega was trying to kill the rest of us. Maybe they were just looking for more power, the acquisition of knowledge and power. Some basic-ass programming that their AI was given by their creators, whoever they were. Wherever they came from. A test of will. The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving Estinian to high frustration. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. A pain I understand, and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. Painless Protector. Sycon Bavarok. Sliced Sycon floats atop a fluffy bed of chilled gelatin in this tasty dessert. If I knew what most of that was, maybe I'd say it was delicious. I don't know. Looks delicious. Come closer, little one. I must ask thee, did a pitiable dragonette meet its end at thy hand? Yes. Though I cannot find it in my heart to thank thee, nor shall I admonish thee. The young one would have suffered every living moment, as do we all, though some torments are more easily borne. If thou wouldst prevent further needless suffering, pray seek my shelled kin at the shallow lake. He hath wallowed over long in hatred beyond healing. Overwrought dragon. Too far below you. The sound of fear. Sycon compote. Sycon are boiled in sugar water to create these sweet bite-sized treats. Very familiar dragon type here. Hark! The grinding and shuddering of steel bodies. The metal, it cometh. Actually, it's just my armor. Thou hearest not? Mayhaps thy species hath not the sensitivity. Yet the machines come, nevertheless. Seek a vantage from which even thou mayest witness their dread approach. Then hearken unto my words and flee. So oh, right, we saw the level cheater. There are actual robot remnants here. They can hear pretty far distances, can't they? I don't think this place probably had the vibe of complete desolation and hopelessness in the first few days that this expansion released, because there was probably like hundreds of players running around all over the place as they were completing MSQ. Back when the servers were so packed you couldn't log in for hours. I don't think you probably got the vibe of like desolation here. Oh, let me see if I can... There we go. Crimson, were you there on day one? I'm pretty sure you were, right? Was this place just packed with people? No one but dragons here. Forsooth. No one but dragons here. Forsooth. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting to do this. Doesn't seem many of them are on this platform then, they're probably over here. No one but dragons here, forsooth. Well, it can't be true forever. Nothing. So maybe it was just PTSD then. The sound of our spaceship, maybe? Father of armored dragons. Yeah, it's over there. So it is done. I heard his dying cry. His bloodline was the strongest of the armored ones, possessed of carapaces like unto stone. Yet even they were not impervious to the metal fiend's onslaught. It took but one to raise their nest. Even now its terrible form doth linger in my mind, the four jaws that raven beneath a shroud of steel. And to the few who escaped the carnage, life has gifted naught but despair. They yearn for vengeance, though our enemy has long since quit this place. As thou hast witnessed, they now turn all too quickly to indiscriminate violence. Alas, this only feedeth the fires of their guilt. never doth it call them. Nay, I fear that only death hath that power. Thou art returned. What didst thou ken? Nothing. Not but dragons. Barely? Perhaps thou speakest in sooth. That mechanical cacophony plagueth me without cease. Though I swear 'tis clearer now than it hath ever been. Should this be naught but mine own fears, return fiercer with each coming, I know not how to quit myself of them. The pompous answer. Find strength in your comrades and together overcome your fears. It's the only way. Thou art strong. Had my kin sought what thou hast found, perhaps our star would have met a different fate. What's the follow-up with this guy? Ere the metal came, my kin were many and splendid. Elegant worms like unto ripples on the water. Worms possessed of limbs so powerful as to rend the land in twain. Worms I have long since forgotten, faces lost to the tides of time. That makes sense now. Whoa! What happened to you? Stay alive there, buddy. With luck, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan of action. I chanced to gain audience with several dragons ere we returned, though I expect their tales are much the same as those you heard. We would hear what the dragons had to share with you, even if it's no different from what they told Urianger. It would have value. Did your exploration prove uneventful? Converse with any dragons? Good to see you made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes. Yeah. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Sort of. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Leon. Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. What? I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside of this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Lopperids to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteon told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. But I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Then, mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Yeah. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. It's kind of what I was saying earlier, yeah, we probably have to do the same thing. So Ultima Thule's architect, Meteon herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them, as such I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. Excuse me, he spoke but few words, carefully chosen. And again, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. But mayhap one of you will fare better. And I shall guide thee. Al-End, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Alright, well, before we continue, I gotta take my break. It's been 2 hours. Otherwise, my ass will get way too damn tired before we even get to the end. I'm gonna get up and walk around, get a drink and all that. I'll be back in about 10 minutes.